Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What we do here is go back.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
cup of chai I didn't have after Bahubali allowed me to be here.
Please read the off documents carefully before investing. This is going to be more than 10 minutes long, so don't die of hunger. Grab some popcorn, green tea, or ice cream. Wait, let me salivate. Or anything that you like,
Production value was epic. I just can't believe it was this crazy, right?
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
I loved the movie actually, and especially the fight scenes.
In fact, I had no idea about Bahubali, right? Like, no idea, no backdrop, nothing whatsoever. Now, you would be thinking, how on earth I could keep myself away from all of that being there on social media, right? All I knew was there's somebody called Bahubali and there's somebody called Katappa, and apparently they are friends or whatever, and they're not supposed to kill each other, but Katappa ne Bahubali ko kyun mara is the only thing I had come across, and I didn't even bother then because I knew that, obviously the answer is not out and the memes are running and you would never really know what the story is all about. Another reason why I was just so skeptical to actually go and watch Bahubali 2 because I have not seen Bahubali 1. So obviously I don't have any backdrop and I was worried that I would actually not understand it, but thankfully I understood every little bit of it. Of course, my perspective would be very, very different.
Right, in Hindi, alright. So the scenes where they are like, "You to kabhi hamare against ja hi nahi sakta," and all of that. That dialogue, when he says, "Tumne sun liya kya?" Like, did you hear us plotting? And he's like, "No, I'm a dog, so I sniffed it." That was epic. The dead man scene, like, oh my god. First coward scene, like, he was just such a coward. My god, yeah. Like, 10 people go here, 10 people go there, and 10 people stay with me. So I was like, Asrani, aadhe idhar jao, aadhe udhar jao, baki jo bache mere piche aa. Will you kill me too? Can't do anything for you. When Bahubali first shows the birds on the moon, the birds romancing over there, that was just so epic, romantic. And Katappa being such a killjoy thing that I would put salt and pepper and just eat them up alive, like how tasty. Like such a character parallel opposite to his own character. It's just so romantic. We don't get to see something that can have these days. And even the filming part of the entire scene, the framing was just so, it just looked so beautiful, and the lots and everything.
Never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
And there was this bullet cart chase scene where the bird was in focus, like when you were like chasing, and then the bird was there in front of the camera. Then in Hindi were just too good. I just hope that they retain the meaning of it or the feeling of it so that we would have understood something out of it, because we just knew Hindi, right? So there were subtitles in English, but I'm not too sure if they actually exactly reciprocated or they actually exactly conveyed what they meant in Tamil in the beginning. Warrior Princess, I absolutely love the idea of the princess being so beautiful in the sense that a female warrior who's just so powerful. The Magnus Opus drama, you cannot help but compare it with Bajrang Mastani, because that is exactly comes to my mind. Same warrior story where you are the Senapati, and you know what I'm trying to say. The songs were just so good when she's, trying to make him sleep and all that. And the entire romance, my goodness, it was just unbelievably true. When they have that first fight, like when Bahubali, Amrendra, when he fights for the first time for the princess, so the cow heard the prince. They're not cows, what are they? They are some sort of a herd of blood that came with fire and all that. that was epic. Entire yacht scene, my goodness, that just seemed like a poem out of Wordsworth just coming alive, like water, water everywhere, not a drop to drink. It was just dream-like. Okay, that's unreal. That is unreal. You cannot have a yacht that beautiful anywhere in the world. And the visual effects were just too stunning, but at the same time, in some places, they were just too magically dreamy, and you just knew that it just cannot be so true, right? You just knew it can't be that true. But anyway, it was just so beautiful, especially the yacht song and the yacht dance. That was just, I don't know what they thought of it. I can't imagine how they imagined this.
When the fantasy yacht goes through the sun, the entire scene is just so pretty and fabulous. Like, it reminds you of that poem when you are just lost in the sea, in the ocean or whatever, and there's water everywhere. You don't have anything, and then you start having those hallucinations and dreams and wherever it might take. Like, there's this lovely movie, What Dreams May Come, you know? Like that. It just teleports you to a fantasy land, like a completely different land that you know not exists, right? I just fell in love with every single frame of that yacht. However, they showed it all that lilac, and you could know that they are VFX, but still all that lilac glitter and sparkle, you know, and everything about anything that glitters and sparkles.
For someone to imagine the entire production value, the entire scale, for somebody to imagine what was going on, every little last detail, the amount of effort that would have gone into it is just beyond comprehension. And when she walks on his arms, like literally on his shoulder blades, only a few days ago I was like, who cares about a man's shoulders? Like, biceps is what we look for, right? But suddenly I'm like, no, wow, like she legit just traveled on his shoulders.
And then the elephant scene, like, that was just so epic. Entire size of the elephant was just so huge. You move the camera under the elephant and the water is all falling all over the elephant, like from the top to the bottom. Did you notice that flag thing, that flag bearer thing of the yacht just breaks? What I liked is that they took care of physics, you know. Production value is obviously very, very overwhelming and goes without saying, but they really took care of physics. Like, if they're hitting something real hard metal, they actually showed it as bending or something. Because usually a lot of people forget that in a leave your brains at home wala movie. The use of those black slots is just so good. It's like just a cinematic experience that leaves you spellbound, and you're like, what did I just see? The grandeur of the whole thing. I know it's a magnum opus thing, one of the most expensive Indian films ever made. At the same time, do you realize how much of effort the production people would have done? The last person who was taking charge of the costumes, so many extras, so many people, the number of junior artists, I mean, you can't even begin to count, is what I would say. Every single person needed to be perfect. I have an eye for detail. I don't know if you noticed, but the lady in yellow in the Bahubali Jai Ho song was just phenomenal. From there on, I knew that she is a phenomenal actress, although she was just there in the background. She actually came later so many times. Even after they all grew old, she was also made old in a very aesthetic way. She was there, and you would recognize that woman. She has such charisma. I can't be the only one who noticed her. Okay, beginning, Katappa, will you kill me too? When Katappa says, will you kill me too? And he's like, I'll do anything for you. And when the Rajkumari thing says, a manda buddhi and a dumb head, and just say, you know, all that ego issue and stuff, like the typical thing that you have to bow down in front of Jesus. And he doesn't do that because he's a thug like swag prince. He's never bowed down in front of anyone, obviously. Very funny nudge that was too good. I didn't expect it to have any form of humor. First half just blew my mind. Like, just blew my mind completely. Like, I didn't have any mind left after that. in the interval. I literally had to go and buy some mine. As far as my exposure to movies is concerned, I had thought that only Sanjay Leela Bhansali could create such magic, but Rajamouli. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing this incorrect. Right now, I'm filming at 1:40 a.m. in the night and everybody's sleeping. When Mahendra Bahubali comes up with the idea of jumping into the mansion, the palace, as a barrel, I mean, it looked like a barrel, okay? Like with all the shields coming together and everything, it just looked like a barrel, something that you could have never ever thought about. That thing about Amarendra Bahubali was also fascinating, that he was such an engineer. No matter where he went, he just built something and created something which was just so epic. Like, that's the way kings should be. I mean, obviously, like the most perfect, like Madhuri says, right? The perfect husband. Literally, I'm not so much about social media or all that internet-ish, but even I would go about #husband goals. Like, wow! And that man doesn't even have any ego. Obviously, you're framing the story so much back in the past where it's all patriarchal and whatever, but still you're showing a warrior princess who's just so much about self-respect and everything, and who manages to even walk on his shoulders, like literally step on your husband. If you're going really traditional and orthodox in India, that's just so not allowed. And this is exactly why we step into the epic rant. The first half, she was Madicom or Akira fighting everyone, or even Deepika's character, whatever it was in Bajirao Mastani. She wouldn't take this much, like this tiny, even like the chip of my nail, tiny, much of a disrespect in the first half. What exactly happened that she turned from Madicom, Akira to Nirupama Roy? Mere karan Arjun aayenge. Why? How do you believe that this audience which is sitting over here, like in the first half, have been exposed to such a grand, beautiful, splendid story, would ever believe that she actually was there, held captive for 25 years without trying to escape even once? On one hand, you show somebody so powerful who can fight for herself and everything, and on the other hand, she's just so helpless post-interval. When this actress got this offer, she would have been like, "अरे वाह, मुझे तो double role मिला, मुझे दो रोल करने मिलेगा. इंटरवल के पहले एक रोल है और इंटरवल के बाद एक और." The writers, the script drafters actually had an amazing ball of a time when they did the first half, and then they just went and smoked up something and screwed up the second part. Or they just had too less time to edit and everything, and they just wanted to finish it. The dying scene, when Amarendra Bahubali dies, my god, that style in which he dies, like anybody would want to die like that. That Katappa literally goes, brings his sword, gives it to him, and the way, he's there, like his posture, his body language, he's dying, but he's still a king, dying like he would die a gracious death. That was just so powerful. It just connected to you on another level. When he uproots the tree and along with the sand, the soil comes out, and the way it's just brought about is just too beautiful. When he breaks the bridge, like literally hammers, Mama Hathoda chahiye, Mahendra Bahubali, when he does that, when he jumps from that and these little pieces are falling down, when they later spoken on the entire size of the gold statue, you're like, oh my god, this was actually so huge, so big, like you didn't realize in the beginning, but now you know. And I think that is very symbolic of the deeper philosophy that this movie tries to convey to you, that you should not be running after power, throne, greed, money, and you should look at love and doing your dharma, like doing your duty above everything else, which is the most important thing. And he had just literally been so narcissist that he had made his own gold statue that big, like wasted all that money that could have gone in feeding people. But you tell me that he kept on doing this for 25 years and probably put another video on the spoilers and on the climax and why I hated it. The climax, that is. Screwed up on the plot so much, they actually had some logic intact, especially with the physics thingy, like I said. So when the wood pieces were getting wet, they actually looked like they were wet. Visual effects, I would tell you, like 90% I believed and 10% was just too obvious fake. That's how I would put it. The entire Shiva thing, when he just puts in all that ash on his body, the white is supposed to be ash instead of grey, I don't know why, maybe that was cheaper. That was just too good. When he's just trying to rip apart his heart, I was like, I don't want to see. If he really gonna rip apart You not in my points, the notes that I made, I had written that what if they made Mahabharata, and actually S.s. Rajamouli is actually making Mahabharata.